Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Saturday, September 14th, 2019. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy weekend to come and check out some cryptocurrency with this guy. So where are we sitting here? We are sitting today at a price of $10,400, over $10,400 for Bitcoin, a day low of $10,189, and a day high of $10,454, which is just a little bit a while ago. And there you can see over at Market Insider, we've got our daily intratrade with intraday going on with Bitcoin here. So very interesting to see what's happened over the last 24 hours when you look at the fluctuation. And you know what? I can't even call this volatility because we've only really gone back and forth $150, which is actually pretty awesome for Bitcoin itself. Whereas a few weeks ago, we were literally seeing this at $1,000 up to $1,500 per day back and forth. So we'll keep a live price of Bitcoin in the corner for you. Let's have a look at our actual market overview. Total market, because this is the one that really we like to talk about the most. So we've been talking about forever since the beginning of the channel about waiting for that September long weekend to finally end, and hopefully the market will finally start to pick up here. So what do we see from last week? We saw a low of 258. It was actually a little bit lower than that on some of the other sites, 253 to 255-ish. Now what we're really hoping to see with each pullback that the lines of support keep getting a little bit stronger. So we've seen that one, we've seen that twice. So far in the last week, we've seen two different pullbacks and the market's actually held and gotten a little bit stronger. Very nice to see. Where are we sitting right now? Total market cap at 267 billion, trading volume just underneath 50. Bitcoin's dominance finally a little bit under 70% at 69.8. And again, another one of those crazy things as we log in today. Now we are sitting at, look at that, 2,810 cryptocurrencies. There's literally like 50 brand new companies popping up every day of the week, which initially looks really awesome, but again, at some point, you got to be responsible. Do some research and make sure you're not investing into scams, and make sure you do your research and your back checking and your logging and everything. If you're not sure on how to you really want to dive into something, go back to some of my videos where I've done 4 reviews on companies so far. I go pretty in depth on them, not like the other YouTubers guy, but I look at it from a business angle. So now that we've had some money coming into the last week, you know what? Let's check we'll go to our 7 days here now, and let's see who's broken double digits. We'll go 10% or more. We see at EOS at 15% on the week. Very, very nice. And we're just going to keep going. We got Dash at 10%. Dash has had a really nice week. We're sitting in about that $85 mark. Cosmos coming off of its big week at 43%. Chainlink took an ass kicking all week, negative 10%. We're just going to scroll down and go through these because we got some pretty good articles here, guys. V Systems at minus 13. And we'll just do the top 50 today. We got KuCoin at 18 on the week. BitTorrent at 15.7 on the week, and rounding out our top 50 is Algorand at minus 11. So let's get into some of these articles because we got some weird ones here for you guys today. We are going to start off with the U.S. stock market. We are over at ccn.com. U.S. stock market fear index is flashing an eerie warning signal. This article just came out a little while ago for you guys. The surging equity prices this month have put downward pressure on the VIX, which maintains a historic average of around 20. Anything below that level is seen as positive for stocks. The so-called Investors' Fear Index declined 8.4% this week and is down a whopping 44% from the August peak. On Friday, it closed at 13.7%. Its lowest since July itself, right? So the article goes on to talk about history repeating itself and so on and so on. But the main thing I wanted to do is bring this out to you guys because it just shows other things that sort of affect the cryptocurrency market, but it brings a lot of the other markets involved, and it gives you a really good idea of trade tensions, global economy, other countries, whose money is in peril right now. And you can also come and check it out over here at CNN.com, where they keep an actual indicator of the fear and greed index. What I love about this is look at the dip. This is what you would call true volatility. 1 year ago, 35 fear. 1 month ago, 21 fear. right? And where do we sit right now? At 68, the time to be greedy. So it's just one of those things where every day is a brand new day in both markets. One market's been here forever, and the other market's only been here for a couple of years. So you just got to be safe and be careful and be, again, like we've said 100 times, be comfortable with the decisions that you make. So our next 4 article here are 3 of these articles are all Bitcoin. So we got one that is Bitcoin SV. For new people to my channel, you know, if it's not the original Bitcoin, it goes right into the scam category. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, gold, diamond, anything that's called Bitcoin that isn't the original Bitcoin from Satoshi, it's a fucking scam. And I call it scam because if you're so good at what you do, you got all the devs, you got all the sites, you got everything, you got the money, you got the backing, but you steal somebody else's name. Tells me you don't know what you're doing. Scammer. So we are over at bncrypto.com. Bitcoin SV has captured less than 1% of Bitcoin's hash rate, and this is from 2 hours ago. To further underscore how Bitcoin SV gets way more attention than it even remotely deserves, free software advocate Ben Veray pointed out for everyone that Bitcoin SV has just 0.7% of Bitcoin's hash rate. And the article shows everything here. He pumps up the stats here. On the other hand, Bitcoin's hash rate has been going parabolic as of late, indicating that the network is only getting more secure. Again, I just call Bitcoin Skynet just to make it easier to describe it to people. The longer Bitcoin goes, the stronger it gets. In this past month, it has jumped 30%. The network's hash rate has been going steadily since May of 2019 at an accelerating rate, likely in anticipation of the halving of 2020. Again, I do a lot of the crypto tab browser on my phone, on my laptops, the whole bit, and you can see when it starts to ramp up, the hash rate completely changes all over the place. So I'm going to have to pause for 60 seconds. Sorry about that. Keep forgetting to turn off my damn alarm. So anyways, that's over at bncrypto.com. Really great article to come and check out for you guys here. Now, our last 3 are all Bitcoin here, and the last 2 we'll just say for, let's go backwards here. We are over at zycrypto.com. Okay, so be careful with this name because there's so many similar names to like this. Bobby Lee believes Bitcoin will hit 200K in cycles to come. See what we've always talked about on this channel? When a little bit of money comes into the market, you get every bloody person and their dog coming out, and it's 100K, it's 200K, and it's the 1 million. Like, can nobody come out and say, like I've said, they keep talking 200K and a million. I say Bitcoin's going to finish at 685 grand. That's where I've got everything finishing. So this one's a little bit on the weird side. So, okay, if you got to be careful with this guy here. Bobby Lee, the founder of China's first cryptocurrency exchange, assures the community that Bitcoin will hit $200,000. In his words, Bitcoin will see more boom and bust days, and in one of those boom and bust days, the crypto asset will make its way to the 200K mark. Okay, so it's just one of those ones that you just gotta, when you read through the article, but then you go down to the bottom here. Sometime in 2017, while speaking to a group of audience, Bobby Lee exposed China's secret plan to tank Bitcoin's price. This was the era when China banned ICOs and later cryptocurrencies exchanges in the countries. Through China's quest affected his crypto exchange, BTCC, Lee was confident that Bitcoin's price could not be brought down, not even by Satoshi Nakamoto himself. So anyways, interesting article to come out there. We'll come over to this one over here. This one is at usethebitcoin.com, and with Tim Draper. This guy's actually one of my more favorite guys to watch in the crypto space itself. In a recent conversation with an Israeli news outlet, Tim Draper, a recognized Bitcoin supporter and investor, said that his 250,000 price of Bitcoin prediction by 2022 is conservative. During this conversation, Draper explained that he made the 250K prediction when he said Bitcoin was going to reach $10,000. After some time, Bitcoin surpassed 10K, and we are now moving towards 250,000. Okay, let's read that again. After some time, Bitcoin surpassed $10,000, and we are now moving towards $250,000. That just doesn't compute for me. At the same time, he added that 250K means that Bitcoin would have around 5% of the market share of the whole market and the rest of the currencies around the world. So another great, interesting article for you guys to come over here over at usethebitcoin.com. And we've got one more for you guys over here at AMB Crypto. Bitcoin longs. This is another thing that we really watch a lot for over at Bitfinex and BitMEX. Bitcoin longs outperform shorts on Bitfinex, but bullish signals were not identified. So what I wanted to do here is just scroll down here, and they show some of the numbers right down at the very bottom here. At press time, the total margin longs on Bitfinex was 27,400 Bitcoin, and the total short margins were recorded to be at 12,640 Bitcoin. At current price, that's over 300 million being bet on the longs and less than 130 million being bet on the shorts. So what's cool about that is that it's really starting to flip-flop right now. For literally a year and a half or so, it was always between that 48 and 52% back and forth long and short, because everyone was really going back and forth on it, right? So now that we start to see some more longs on here, that should, crossing fingers, should extend the price a little bit rather than seeing us going to a certain price and then going backwards. So we haven't got much more for you guys here. We'll come back and have another look at the Bitcoin daily price. Scroll up there, baby. $10,401 currently sitting right now. So very nice to see. So again, main thing we're watching for now is every time we have a pullback, will it reach that last number and push up again? So when we have our pullbacks this week at 258, 262, 264, now we're sitting at 267. So if the market comes back right now, we'd like to see it gain a couple more $1 billion. And if it does slide back, we'd like to see it settle probably in that 267, 268 range before it starts to push up again. So haven't got much more than that for you guys. Just wanted to come and keep it as short as possible, keep the good news going there. You guys go out there, hug the ones you love, and go out there and enjoy the rest of your weekend. You deserve it. This is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.